Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito Extra Beef. My name's Darian.
My name's Landon.
And today, we're going to be reviewing, on this fine Mother's Day, is when we're recording this, a movie which is all about a mother wanting to get her kids. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness dropped this past Friday. And as you know, if you shorten it down, the acronym will be MOM. There you go. Yeah. Marvel thought they were slick.
Oh, do you think that was intentional?
100%.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into our review. This is spoilers for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Do not watch this unless you have watched the movie.
Yeah. Or watch this to be convinced to watch the movie.
Yes, but also be spoiled on everything.
Yes.
All right. If you want to hear a non-spoiler review, go check out our previous episode of the normal podcast that is out wherever you want to get your podcasts. All right. Let's get into Doctor Strange. I'm going to flat out say it. This is the best Marvel movie.
Oh, whoa. Or
MCU movie.
Whoa.
I'm flat out saying it. I'm saying
that's crazy. Okay,
well, what's your differing opinion? This is both Spider-Man No Way Home.
I don't have a differing opinion.
You were saying that was crazy.
I'm just saying it's a bold statement, very bold statement.
It is.
I don't know if I can say that yet. Not because this is better. I just kind of need I still probably need a minute to just think over everything. But I would be lying if it wasn't top 5, if not top 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's really good. And of course Sam still got it. He still has it. He's still good.
So I'm not gonna really go through each individual scene. I'm gonna cut through. I'm gonna talk about the big stuff. Obviously, you got your Scarlet Witch in this movie, which is one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, I'd say she's probably the best, if not the best character of the movie.
It's so good. Her whole thing is that wow, I wanna get my kids back, and I'm gonna find them somewhere in this universe. And
you're not gonna stop me.
Yeah, and she says she needs America Chavez's powers in order to be able to travel the multiverse.
Yeah,
and it seems like everyone wants her powers, but you find out at one point in the movie that all the people that have been trying to steal her powers were controlled by Wanda.
Yes.
Which there was that one fun scene in the orchard where she mentions Wanda's name. No, Wanda mentions America's name, and apologies, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. Oh yeah, he mentions it and keeps talking about maybe you should just bring her here to the orchard. And Strange looks at her and she goes, "You never told me your name, did you?" And then that's when you realize that she's a psycho.
Some people are with Wanda. I saw some people agree with her.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I do not have a child. At least I hope not. Somewhere in the world right now. But I'm assuming parents, mothers, and fathers both are very passionate about their children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they would. I kind of look at my own parents. I'm like, I kind of wonder and ask myself, would they do this if I was just gone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea of she's kind of pushing it to the limit, but some parents would probably go this far for their children. You know?
Yeah. And this movie's got also no shortage of very intense scenes.
Oh god. Yeah.
During this second watch, I've seen it twice. During the second watch through, which I just finished with about an hour ago.
Yes. With your mommy.
For Mother's Day.
Hey, Mother's Day. Go do something I want.
Yep. But I finished watching it, and throughout it, I was actually more freaked out by certain scenes than I was the first time I watched it.
Wow. Okay.
There's a scene where they're in a sewer. This gets me every time.
He does. Wow.
They're in the sewer, and the blast door's down, and Wanda's trapped behind it, and the water's dripping. It's complete silence, and America Chavez says, like, well, where did we catch her or something like that? And then it's just complete silence, and then Wanda just like
right around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The scene that really got me, that still would probably freak me out if I saw it again, is the part where she is going through the reflections of like everything.
And she comes out the gong.
Yeah, like, well, it's like crazy because like Wong, Doctor Strange, and America Chavez are both in this room in the what's that place called?
Camartage.
Yeah, Camartage. And all of a sudden, like, they think they have her trapped or whatever, and they're going to like leave. All of a sudden, their sling rings are gone.
Yep.
And you see, it zooms in, is like crazy zoom in on these doors, and they're slamming shut.
Mm-hmm. And
the two guards in there, Wanda comes up out of the water, grabs them, brings them in, and she's going through the reflections of the water. And then at one point, Chavez looks at the water and like an eyeball pokes out.
Yeah.
And then like right behind her, this gong. It like she's like crawling through it and stuff, and she's like you hear every bone.
Like, it was body. Like The Ring.
Oh god, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Like and during this whole like Camartage fight, you know, you got Wanda shows up to get America Chavez and Strange stuff. Then they get the whole might of Camartage against her, and she says, "I hope you understand that this is me being reasonable."
Oh yeah,
and then proceeds to destroy everything.
The entire, like, pretty much kills every. I mean, it's insane.
Can we agree that this movie confirms that she is the strongest Avenger?
Oh yeah, what's that?
Like, it's crazy, and we'll get into it more here soon.
Yeah,
they get this whole fight going on and all this. America Chavez opens up a portal. Doctor Strange and her go through, and they get to see a bunch of different universes. But they end up in Earth 838, and it's this like version of New York that's very futuristic, kind of, and very over, like plants growing all over it and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And where you go on red.
You go on red. Yeah. It doesn't even have like an X on it as well.
Yeah, on the green. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It has an X on the red.
On the red, red is a has an arrow, and then the green has a X.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, from what I remember, it was like, okay.
No. So they're in this world, and you find out there was a Doctor Strange there who sacrificed himself fighting Thanos, which you find out more about later. And then you find out that food is free in most universes, but for some reason in ours it is not. And our universe is also designated as Earth 616, as it is in the Marvel comics. So, I mean, that's to be expected. But now we got confirmation of that.
Even like, wasn't it confirmed though? It wasn't 616, but they keep pushing it to be 616. Like, it's really confusing.
Well, you know, Quentin Beck in Far From Home says Earth 616, but how would he know that? Because he was lying.
Yeah. I mean, my guy's a liar.
But so. I'm pretty sure they're just saying this because the main universe in any Marvel comic is 616. Just like in DC, the main universe is Earth 1.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I mean, I think hardcore people know it's not, and I know it's not either. But yeah, I guess it's a little thing with fans, I guess. You know,
whatever. Let's see. So I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit. They have Michael Chavez finds these like pizza balls. I think it was good. I don't know what they were, but then you see Bruce Campbell cameo. He's a hot dog man. No, he's Pizza Papa or whatever he was.
Pizza Papa. I mean, for me, this is the next.
Pizza Papa always gets his one.
Oh yeah. I wish I could give Pizza Papa,
but unfortunately, I'm not. Doctor Strange gives him a spell. Where he's like punching himself over and over through 3 weeks straight. Yeah. They continue on.
Well, hold on. I was gonna say this is probably the next best thing to a Stan Lee cameo, if you ask me, because I love Bruce Campball. There you go. I mean, I expected him to be in there, and I was really happy to see him. Yeah.
They go on. They go to this memory place, and you see Doctor Strange, that world's version of him, I think. Get his infamous watch that's in the first and second movie, and America Chavez is shown her memories of the first time she opened a portal and her mother's, and trying to remember that they get sucked through the portal, and then she gets sucked through it, and she loses her parents. But continuing on, they go through the sanctum, and they see the statue of Doctor Strange in that world, the comic accurate, like what's it called?
You good?
All right, sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties happens on a online conference call, but
Yes.
Anyway, they see the statue of Doctor Strange. It's got this very comic accurate cloak, and he's got the big, I don't know what you call it, the thing that's like around his head. It's not
thing around his
It's not
head.
hood. It's not a hood. It's like a
cloak.
Doesn't it? Well, it's part of the cloak, but it's like whatever is the.
Are you talking about like the
You know,
the things that point up?
yes. I don't know the exact
Collar.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I don't know. The cloak
Collar works. But they're looking at the sanctum, and then door opens, and out steps Mordo from that world. And Strange talks about how he knows that the Mortal from his world is like on a mission to murder Strange, which I guess happened in between the two movies when he found that out.
Yeah.
But this one is all friends with Strange and asking him to tell him a story, and he tells Strange about dream walking and how you can possess another body of yours from another world. And then he knocks out Doctor Strange with, I guess it was tea that he was drinking. And then we get to Strange waking up in this strange facility. No pun intended there. But right before this, though, we see that Wong and Wanda are being taken because the Darkhold gets destroyed, and they said that Darkhold was a copy, and that the real Darkhold is transcribed in the walls of a building that was owned by what I think, after the second time hearing it, is called the Wanda Core. That's what they called it. It was either Wonder Core or Wanda Core, and I think it's Wanda Core.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds more accurate. Okay, I know that's what they were called.
Yeah. They go there, and they see all the different stuff. There's some giant demons there and stuff. And she finds out it's a throne, a whole place for the Scarlet Witch. Going back to Strange, he's in this place. Him and America Chavez are both locked up. He sees Christine. And they have this whole little moment. And then Mordo comes up and he says, the Illuminati will see you now. And he says, the Illuminati? And then he gets taken into the room. Okay. I gotta get ready to talk about this.
Are you seriously preparing it? It is pretty cool, though. I ain't gonna lie.
He gets taken into the room. I was on the edge of my seat during this whole moment. He gets taken into this the meeting room.
Yes.
And you see a bunch of chairs. Mordo says this is something's now in session. The trial's now in session, whatever he said. And he introduces himself. He said, my name is Master Mordo, the Sorcerer Supreme. And then Strange goes to say something, and a shield gets thrown, bounces off the wall and flies back. And Captain Carter's there holding it. And she comes into light, and he's Haley Atwell. And it's not the one from What If. It is just a different universe version of Captain Carter.
Yes.
And that's awesome. And then I might be getting his name wrong. Is it Blackagar Boltagon?
It's Hecathon. Oh,
well,
God.
Let me just proof this real quick so I'm saying it right.
Blackagar Boltagon.
Because you see Black Bolt. I need Black Bolt's real name, please. Well, I'm not finding it. Oh, Blackagar Boltagon. That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see Blackagar Boltagon, and he's in his comic accurate outfit. Anson Mount playing him, same guy from the Inhumans TV show.
Yeah.
Marvel just recently have been fixing all their mostly hated characters. Like Andrew Garfield now, and then Anson Mount now.
Yeah. Just make him have appearances in new stuff.
Exactly. Yes. But he shows up. It's awesome. And then they go over and they say Captain Marvel, played by Lashana Lynch, who played Maria Rambeau in Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I think is the best part of this is he says the smartest man alive, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four, and it is John Krasinski as Reed Richards. I could have jumped out of my seat when that happened.
Yes.
My fan casting came true.
We kept talking about it. We're like, we're going to do that.
We talked it into existence.
Yes. We one person out there did some concept art. Now we're here.
Yes.
Now we are here. And obviously he was, of course, they present him next to last.
Yes.
Because it was that special.
So they got to save the two best ones for last.
Yes, of course.
But he looks great.
Yeah.
Awesome suit. Suit's great.
Yeah, I don't understand people saying that suit was mid. I don't know if I understand what they're talking about.
I have no idea.
It sounds like a clown to me, but whatever. What do I know?
But it was a really cool moment. I didn't at first when I watched it, I didn't hear him say Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. I just heard him say Reed Richards.
Oh yeah.
And I rewatched it, and it made me even more happy. But I do want to point out, because they didn't confirm this in the movie, and a lot of people were wondering, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. Those Ultron bots were created by Reed Richards.
Yes.
And I like it because Tony Stark screwed it up when he did it, but Reed Richards did it perfectly.
Yeah, because Reed Richards is
smartest man alive.
Smartest man alive.
Yeah. But that was awesome. They're talking and everyone's talking back and forth. Strange, and they're like, "Oh well, Doctor Strange. Most Doctor Strangers are evil, and they want to do all this stuff." And then Professor X comes in the yellow floating chair with the green suit, and you hear an orchestral version of the animated series theme song.
X-Men 97. Like, why is it labeled that? Oh my god.
Exactly. And he pulls up. He's in the middle, and coolest lineup of people, I gotta say. Oh, yeah. And they tell Doctor Strange about what happened to that Earth's Doctor Strange 838, who founded that Illuminati. So we just have to wait for our Doctor Strange to found our Illuminati. Yeah.
I don't know. You think he'll do it?
Yes. At some point.
It's kind of like making fun of. Okay. I'm like, oh, it's kind of making fun of him, but
yeah, but he'll probably realize eventually that he needs them. He needs something like that.
Yeah, we need one.
But let's see. They flash back to the battle from Infinity War, but in this world, Doctor Strange is there, no goatee, and blue and white outfit, on his knees. Thanos dead. Off to the side.
Hey, Thanos is like dang stabbed. Like,
like impaled.
Oh, yeah, okay.
In front of him was standing Reed Richards holding his cloak, Doctor Strange's cloak. Captain Marvel, Professor X, Black Bolt. I think that was all that was there. Mm-hmm. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't know if Captain Carter was or not, but Professor X tells him, he says, "I'm going to miss you, my friend." And then Black Bolt walks up and he says, "I'm sorry," and completely obliterates Doctor Strange. Never sneeze around Black Bolt, because if he says "bless you," then you're going to be dead.
Or let's just hope Black Bolt doesn't sneeze. Oh my god!
Oh gosh!
I don't know. He literally like whispers, "I'm sorry," and dude, the theater got freaking loud.
It did. It like hurt my ears the second time doing it.
Oh, I was like, "Oh, that was a whisper."
I had great speakers my second time. I was at the Regal theater.
Oh, how nice!
Yeah, yeah, it's not as nice as the AMC, but
is it just not as nice?
Maybe the inside looks a bit nice, but like the chairs aren't as nice. Yeah, they have a little table connected to them, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
But we see that, and alarm goes off. Reed Richards says the compound's been breached. Doctor Strange says, "Yeah, well, no crap, genius." And then Wanda has shown up. She's taken over the body of another Wanda, and from that world, and is breaking and killing all the Ultron bots, trying to get to America Chavez. While she's walking in front of her, Reed Richards, Captain Marvel, Captain Carter, and Black Bolt show up to stop her.
Yeah.
And during this, you hear about Reed's kids and his wife, who's still alive, which I hope, Emily Blunt. It's fantastic.
Please, come on.
But I want to just notice a fun fact about his kids. Do you know who his kids are? Or at least one of them.
It's isn't one of them Billy? Isn't that one of their names? Oh, no. I'm thinking about Kurt Connor's kid.
Franklin Richards.
Franklin. I know he has like a son and a daughter, right?
Yes. Franklin Richards is his son. Franklin Richards grows up to be Iron Lad at one point. But he also, you know who else he grows up to be?
Who?
Well, actually, hold on. He grows up to be his Franklin Richards' son, I think. Or maybe it is Franklin Richards. One of the two, they grow up to be Kang the Conqueror.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that I'll get into that in a second. But continuing on, they get ready to fight. Reed tells her Black Bolt can just, by whispering, can completely obliterate her with his mouth. And
the most gruesome scene.
Yes. And then she says, "What mouth?" And it shows him complete like Matrix style, like Keanu Reeves, no mouth. And he's sitting there like freaking out. And he goes to whisper, but he whispers to himself, and his head just like sags.
Oh,
and
God.
It is his eyes like all covered in blood, and his brain basically exploded.
Our theater was all like, "Whoa!"
It's crazy.
Our theater freaked out.
That kills Black Bolt just like that. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic stretches his arm out to grab Wanda. Wanda turns him into freaking spaghetti noodles and blows his head up. I'm like, you just killed off two of the coolest characters that were here right now.
I know.
And then it was Captain Carter and Captain Marvel left. This whole fight was going on. It was pretty crazy. Wanda says, "You can't keep doing this." And Captain Carter says, "I can do this all day." Keeps fighting. Throws the shield, gets stuck in the wall. Throws the shield at Wanda. Wanda catches it with her magic, throws it back at her, cuts Captain Carter in half, and the shield lands in the wall with like blood all over it.
She turns it into a Beyblade, pretty much.
Yes.
Shielding right through her. I'm like, oh my
God. Which is very reminiscent of how zombie Captain America died in What If.
Mm-hmm.
But and next was Captain Marvel, and she didn't really last that long. She got thrown to a wall, and a statue fell on top of her, and that was that.
Probably the most disappointing thing out of all of them.
Well, I really think that her character didn't need to be in the movie, and it could have been Superior Iron Man, but that's something for another day.
I mean, I was a bit disappointed with. I think they could have done someone else, but whatever.
Yeah,
all good.
But more.
Plus, she's literally talking sass today. We can handle your little witch.
And they didn't. They all died.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
One of the most shocking deaths is coming here in a minute. But Mordo was fighting Doctor Strange in the meeting room as this is happening, but hand-to-hand combat fights with Strange, which is fun. But we go to Wanda, who's going in America Chavez's room. America Chavez is trying to get out of the cell with Christine helping. Wanda's getting ready to attack, and Professor X rolls in. And the fight starts. Like, they go into each other's mind, basically. Or he's in Wanda's mind.
Yes.
And he goes in there, and he sees the Wanda that she's got trapped, I guess the consciousness of her, in there. He says, "If I can pull you out from under this rubble, then maybe you can break her hold on you." Meanwhile, Wanda's coming in a red cloud behind him. And it gets real quiet. And she shows up and snaps his neck and kills him in the reality too. You killed Professor X just like that. It's crazy.
Right on screen.
Yes. He dies so much. But I literally talked about that too. I was like, if he dies, I said I wouldn't be surprised because he dies so many times in his movies.
Mm-hmm.
But he killed all of the Illuminati besides Mordo. I don't know what happened to him. But continuing on, they go and had that sewer scene that I was talking about, and looking for the Book of Ashanti. They find it. Book of Ashanti burns up, and Wanda captures America Chavez, sends Doctor Strange and Christine to the world where Sinister Strange is. They go talk to him. They have this cool music note battle where each hit of the music note to the other person was a note from the sound, like the score.
Yeah.
And I was listening, and you can hear they have like very evil sounding like Beethoven music playing when Sinister Strange throws his notes, but then like some kind of other like Mozart music or something playing from normal Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And this whole fight was pretty awesome. Throws evil Doctor Strange out of a window, stab, and he dies. Doctor Strange then picks up the Darkhold so he's now been corrupted by the Darkhold, and he's doing some dream walking, and he's going to take over the corpse of the dead Doctor Strange that was at the beginning. I didn't mention, but it was a Doctor Strange with a ponytail. But then there's this whole fight going on. Wanda is trying to take America Chavez's power. Wong! Oh, I thought Wong was dead in the middle of that movie. I was so upset.
I thought Wong was dead.
I did.
So a little freaked out there.
I did. But then he came back.
In the theater, I heard you all freaking out. You're all like, no. I was all like, I don't think he's dead.
And he came back. I was so happy. He killed one of the monsters. And then evil Doctor Strange, not evil Doctor Strange, the zombie Doctor Strange, who's also our Doctor Strange, saved him with this like cape of souls. And this whole fight ensued. Wanda burned like half of the zombie Doctor Strange. And America Chavez gets up and starts punching Wanda. And she says, I'll give you what you want. Opens a portal, and Wanda's there. Or Scarlet Witch, I'm going to call her, because she's not really Wanda anymore.
Yeah.
And she's there in front of her kids. And then she looks up and says, boys. And they look at her and scream and run away. And they're throwing toys at her. She screams at them to stop. And they're like crying, saying, please don't hurt us. And she was all upset about it. And then the normal Wanda from that universe comes and basically like puts her hand on Scarlet Witch's face, and Scarlet Witch is crying and all this stuff. And she says, know that they'll be loved. And then the portal closes. Scarlet Witch is left there. And she says, the Darkhold it shouldn't have a hold on anybody else. This is the last time. She burns every Darkhold in the multiverse. And then collapses the tower, presumably killing her, but we never saw a body, so I don't believe it.
Yeah. I think she's still alive.
Yeah, me too. But then they get out. America Chavez and let's see. America Chavez and Wong went through a portal to leave. Doctor Strange and Christine were still in the Sinister Strange's universe. They talk for a little bit, and Strange tells her that I will love you in every universe. And then Wong shows up, opens up a portal, and Strange walks through. And then let's see. Right after that, they're at Kamartaj, and America Chavez is learning how to use her powers and does all this nice stuff. And then Strange walks back to New York in his sanctum, and it's showing him walking down the street, or sidewalk, sorry. And while he's doing the crosswalk, he like falls on his knees screaming, and he looks up, and the third eye opens on his forehead, just like Sinister Strange had previously in the movie. And that's how it ends. The movie, which I assume because he's been corrupted by the Darkhold, so he's still got that dark magic in him or whatever. And there were two after credit scenes. One is more important than the other one, but the other one is, you could argue, equally as important. But the first one, Doctor Strange is walking down the street again, and this woman stops him. He turns around, and it's Charlize Theron playing Clea, and she tells him that he's created an incursion. And an incursion is when two realities collide with one another, and either none of them survive, or just one of them survives. And she said, you need to help me fix this, and he goes and helps. Do you know that directly sets up Secret Wars?
Yes, I did hear about that.
Because Secret Wars is two universes or two realities fighting each other for dominance. That's what an incursion is. And now they can do that. So
you think we could set up, get Black Suit Spider-Man sometime soon? Because that happened in Secret Wars.
Hey, they could do it. But then the second after credit scene is Bruce Campbell's character. He's punching himself. And he finally stops, and he looks at the camera and says, it's over. And that was the end of the scene, and that was
equally as important.
Yeah, sure. That was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So you ready to, I guess, give our ratings?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I got my rating.
I think I probably know what yours. Oh God, I'm nervous to give mine.
I'm not.
That's a bad one, but like, I don't know what to give it. I feel like I'm gonna regret it later.
Well, too bad. Mine's a 10 out of 10. We're gonna throw it out of 10 over here.
Yep, 10.
Yep.
10. Oh God, I was nervous. I was like 9.5.
I do want to say though, after you've seen the movie normal time, if you want to watch it again, go to the theater and watch it in 3D because it is crazy.
Oh, did you watch it in 3D?
Yeah, the second time. It's crazy stuff flying out of the screen at you. All the scary moments in the movie are like crazier because of the whole 3D thing. But that's also the first time I've seen the Marvel Studios logo in 3D. It was awesome. But yeah, I think that's about everything I can think about for this movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Great movie. Movie. I want to see it again. I do want to kind of talk about the people we saw it with. Because I mean everyone in our group loved it. They walked out so happy. Yeah, and everyone was like really just super satisfied with what they got. And
yeah. I mean, obviously, I was super happy with it, but I mean, there's this. One thing I do know from this though, John Krasinski's going to direct Fantastic Four, 100%, and he'll star in it. There you go.
Oh yeah, great way to end it all.
Yep. Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and get ready to get out of here. That was our review of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The next Marvel movie that we'll be reviewing on here is Thor: Love and Thunder, which is 2 months from the day that we're recording this, which is May 8th. 1 month from the day we're recording this is Miss Marvel, which we will reluctantly review for you guys. And that being said, I think that's about it. Thank you all so much for joining us this week. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.